Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bets.net Challenger Series. We're into our second quarterfinal of the day, the final quarterfinal of the day, in fact. This one will decide who is going to be taking on Fours, who just beat out Sprout over on a best-of-3 series. One of them was a map of Train, which will actually be, ironically, our first map in the series. But there's plenty more maps to go out of that, and overall, actually, the map veto is looking kind of even for both squads. I really think this is one going to come down to a third map, because Train is very easily a favour to Quantum Fire. 12 maps played in the last 3 months. They've won 83.3%. Which is ridiculous. That's such a high win rate among their set of circumstances. And I wouldn't even consider that Red Reserve are such a strong team that they would actually be able to beat out something like that. They are kind of among the same sort of level when it comes to these two squads. Our Bets.net odds do just favour Red Reserve at 51% overall on the odd counters. So a very interesting time, regardless of whether they will be able to pick this whole thing together. But as a result, I definitely believe that a lot of what is necessary will be relying in the map vetoes themselves, and I think that they've both got both of their strongest maps in the pool to kick things off, and I really think it's going to come down to Inferno, which both teams are kind of even on. As you can take a quick look at the map vetoes right here, Red Reserve initially started off banning Nuke, and QB.Fire banned Overpass as they're basically their default pummer bans, as you would expect. So we've got a lot of good stuff. Again, the first map will be Train, as picked by Quantum.Fire. I do believe that that is the best option at the moment right here. But we're going to jumping straight into the knife round. A very, very good pickup for QB.Fire as we are ready to kick things off here on Train. Knife round to decide the choice of side, obviously. CT as desirable. When it comes to Train individually, QB.Fire have a ball of a time to start things off on CT, but in this particular case, it will be Red Reserve to get their proposed choice of side. And they've also got a decent CT bias as well, so let's see whether their experience winning against LPSP and North Academy will come into effect. But outside of that, they've taken losses to many, many teams. 20% of a win rate over the last 10 times they've played it. So the numbers don't lie, and the numbers don't give an odds favour to Red Reserve. Let's see if they can pull something out the hat right here. Is the pistol round coming out, the double flash and smoke for Balbina. No defuse kit for Red Reserve, but they have got a CZ dropped on Relaxer, a HE for DJL. And they're going to go straight into the default of the pistol round. Relaxer got the CZ up close and personal towards his popped up position, but Button is taking the first frag against Boomlich, going falling. Waterfalls with a quick trade, and the double peek comes through for Waterfalls to get his second kick. Going to try to see if he can get one more back as his teammate has fallen. It's a 3 versus 2. Favour to QB.Fire as Pleasant falls back. He picks up one more frag to turn it to a 2 versus 2. Bomb still on the back of Kick. He's going to try and get this one planted for Red Train. Freddy Frog is the perfect angle to lock out to try and take his head off his shoulders, but no. Simple drive-by with the Glock to pick him off. Heads will roll out towards Connector. Jumquat is trying to see if he can make something work out with his CZ. He will eventually fall, leaving Pleasant to 4K clock this 1 versus 1 now. Up against Kick, back behind towards default. Train spotted, tapped, but it's Pleasant to win out the Angel. No defuse kit in hand, but no defuse kit needed. The first round, the pistol round, will go to the favour of the Swedes of Red Reserve. Bomb plant did come through from QBF, however. So should be an eco coming out for these guys, the P250s on Balbina and Jumqua. Deagle also out for Kick, a third P250 for Boomlich. That's about all she wrote here for QB.Fire. This should be a relatively easy round for Red Reserve as a result. From Mars first down for Freddy Frog looking for his second, and does get himself 2 before he's traded back by the upgraded pistols, so not bad, not bad. CT's now rotating one, trying to set up a backstab also here. That's Pleasant. Down from Pop Dog. initially climbing that ladder, but now been forced back by the Deagle. He's ready and waiting for anyone from Red Reserve to come down, but just seeing Wallbangers hit the floor and not much more than that. Basics out for Red Reserve as they comfortably hold down this default CT hold. Jimqua has picked up the FAMAS that Freddy Frog did drop, however, so while he was in a dangerous position to be peeked in by CTs, no one was actually watching it. They've only got Relaxer back here towards the red train. Eventually, you will see some smokes coming out. Try to take 2 scout shots. The third one will finally land and take kick out, but Jimqua's made his way onto the site and will get the bomb plant as a result. It's just him and Boomlich left alone. 2 versus 4. No armor. No utility either. They will be able to make 1 frag work at least. DJL's going to go falling. This FAMAS does its damage. They will get suppressed, but Plessin on the backstab finally makes it work against Boomlich. Jimqua goes falling to Relaxer. The defuse will come through here for Red Reserve second, but still quite a respectable amount of damage done by QB.Fire. And again, they got 2 bomb plants in a row, meaning that they have got money to spare into an early rifle round. So AWP could come out, and that's exactly what Waterfalls is going to get here. Full sets of utility should be viable for most of the players, and if not, maybe handicapped by 1 piece, which isn't that bad. 3 AKs, 1 op coming out. Kick yet to make his investment. And there will be a full set of utility alongside the AK-47 for the Russian squad. Full sets of Kevlar helmets. Coming straight into the A-bomb site. Actually be one-man Boomlich making his way quickly out here towards Old Hell. Smoke going down, but I don't know if they heard the footsteps, but they'll know where he is now. He's taken fire. Bolvina will pick up DJL, and a headshot comes in from him onto Button as well. He's clearing house as they make their way towards the outside of Electric Box. 3 versus 5. Finally, Relaxer does get 1 trade and firing blindly for the smoke. Plessin trying to make something work against his CTs. Meanwhile, Jim Cook racing back 2 versus 4. Plessin still looking with his AK spray. Finally connects 1 into Kick, but he's 15 HP alongside Relaxer. But vice versa, the low HP on Quantum Bellator Fire. It's still a 2 versus 2, and Plessin wins out the aim duel against the AWP as well. It's all Jimqua now. Lone man left alive on a long flank that just didn't come up in time. I also think the Relaxer may have heard those footsteps as well. He's looking back here towards Connector. 50 seconds left for Jimqua to make gold of nothing in this round. AK in his hands. 1 smoke. Could potentially be used to cover off the bomb for him to pick it back up, or otherwise plant the bomb in the smoke, but he's making his way onto the position of Plessin. He actually could catch him off, but vice versa. Plessin is holding in this corner, and Jimqua, unless he checks it, may be caught for dead. He's going to check it. He spots him. you gotta give him credit for trying to bait out a peek of some sort, but there it is. Headshot. And actually takes Relaxer out as well. Jimqua with a 3K clutch. The first round on the board for the T side. Actually, Red Reserve haven't been allowed to build their economy so effectively. So right now we're looking at M4s, UMPs, a couple of CZs, and not much compared to the buy of Quantum Bellator Fire, who bring the AWP out in this round alongside the AKs, a Galil for Kick. And Boomlich has a UMP as well for the QB.F side. They run numbers to be posted up pretty decently. DJL's yet to frag, though. Could be a bit of an issue later on down the line. For now, it is just a simple jump boost peak from QB.F in this default out to the Ivy position. Waterfall's trying to catch off one of these 2 players. DJL's looking tempted to peek it, and if he does, it wouldn't be that huge of a loss. It's only a CZ for Red Reserve, but there's still a man down. A man that could be useful to suppress or otherwise draw fire away from the rifle. So he won't be the first man to fall, though. Button traded out on top of the blue train. Vic making his way in from T-Con and finding that first frag with the Galil. So 1 M4 is down this time. And that is a much worse prospect than losing a CZ. The likes of Relaxer and DJ. Freddy Frog will aggress, however, the Brown Halls and actually won't find anything, but that may be crucial information to call out to his teammates. And even so, if he finds Jimqua, it'll be fantastic. He's in Pop Dog. Jimqua will take him back out. So the UMP is lost. DJL's made his way upstairs to try and trade it back out. He's picked the UMP up and he's going to take a fight against Jimqua. Can't quite win it out, but Jimqua keeps the spray connected. He will find a 2 versus 5 situation now for QB.Fire. Plesson trying his best to recover it, but just way out in the open. Is never going to win it out. Relaxer, meanwhile, will pick up Jumquat. Pick up an AK as well, but pretty much has no choice but to save at this point. 1 versus 4. And Qb.Fire. A bomb plant, an A site that's very heavily defended, and even more lurkers towards the outskirts of the CT spawn. Waterfalls, P250 in his hand, won't win against Relaxer. And it actually recovers that AWP as well, so actually kind of a big investment there for Red Reserve. Still though, Relaxer will pick it up and chuck it out of bounds, so that way the C's can't get a hold of it. That's definitely lost investment, and even more damage coming through. He's got himself a 3K. Eventually, Kick's going to make it work, shut him down. Coming for the flank type 2-2, but again, 3 frags against QB.Fire means that there is a severe lack of money on this T side. But the AKs are coming out. I'm going to full invest back into this one, and we'll speak a little in play. Did Boomlich just... Yeah, he bought a Mac 10. That must have been a misbuy. But regardless, that means a little bit of cash wasted for Qb.Fire. And again, early on in the game, that's not what you want to be seeing. Tees will make their way around the outside. Pleasant suppressed back towards the bomb site. Forced up towards heaven. And eventually having his head taken off by the likes of Waterfalls. He's down. T-side storm the A side. There's no CTs here to defend. The bomb does go down. Relaxer, the only man with utility. A HE nade. But his teammates are going to get dealt with just quickly. Freddy Frog does get 1 frag back at least. A 2 for 1. And again, not much will be available here for Red Reserve outside of the occasional exit. Quicks made his way in towards A1, picking up the AK, turning it onto Relaxer as well as Freddy Frog falls. All down to DJL. Grenade in. Doesn't quite land. If Vic was there, then that might have been a kill. He lines up 2 at the USP, is only able to get the damage. And no frags against QB.Fire, just losing that 1 man early on. As we have a 3-2 start as Qb.Fire do lose the pistol, and they do concede the conversion that follows. Picking back a decent couple of force buy rounds and anti-ecos means that we now have our first rifle. A couple of rounds late, admittedly, but still. AWP's out for both sides. Waterfalls has 1 on his particular side of things, and he's going straight out towards Ivy again, looking for that QB.Fire solo man boost into the Ivy position. Actually, no, they're just going to go ahead and try to bait the peak on Button and get the frag for it. Boomblitz straight in there. Didn't even need the help of the AWP. AK makes fine mincemeat of that lone man. The first frag goes to the favour of Qb.Fire. Meanwhile, Red Reserve have themselves another big green gun on Relaxer. He's playing outside of Electric. Box ready to cut off T-Con. And possibly even Pop Dog if Plesson goes falling. But so far, he's not in any major danger. Just losing a little bit of HP thanks to that HE. And the grenade will just tag him at 89 points. So, 1 minute to go. DJL is burning alive. Whoa, that was awkward as hell. Not sure how that happened. He's like well out in the open. He can just run his way out of position there. He's going to be on 4 HP staying alive. Relaxer will deal with Boomlich, keeping DJL alive for the moment, but now they've got to deal with the push coming in towards the B bomb site. Relaxer's not ready to push, Plesson is not ready to push in just yet, but Relaxer and Freddy Frog out towards the other side. We're able to pick up 2 easy frags, 2 versus 4 now. Malvina and, well, I was going to say Malvina and Kick won't be able to do a whole lot here, and indeed they won't. Quick kills coming in from Plesson and Freddy. As Red Reserve do lock out a relatively convincing defensive. Only 1 man falling, although it did look shaky at times. Again, not sure what DJL was doing out there towards A2, but definitely wasn't advisable being tagged up to 4 HP. The double ops will come through here for Red Reserve. 1 on Relaxer, 1 on Plesson. Straight in towards the other side, it's Plesson. He picks up 1, Relaxer gets the second. The crossfire is locked, and it is perfect so far from Red Reserve. Relaxer gets 1 towards Pop Dog. Plesson gets 1 towards T-Con. That's an instant 3 versus 5 for Red Reserve. Ooh, Relaxer's almost got a lock on a second man. Balvina will pick up Pleasant. Freddy Frog's going to forward the jump core actually towards the B-bomb site. The over-aggression of the CTs will get punished. So just as quickly as they went to a 3 versus 5, we'll get traded back to a 3 versus 3. A minute and 10 still remaining. Jumquat leading the charge into the B-bomb site. A minute left to go on the clock. DJL, the only man here to defend it. Fortunately, Button getting aggressive out towards Ivy is going to realize that there is no one here pushing it into the A-bomb site. So here we go. Jumquat now up against 2 as he pushes his way in. Relaxer and DJL. DJL's close on the bomb site. Jimco's going to check this, and he may just find the angle. He may find the frag. No, he's literally an inch away from finding it as the bomb does go down. DJL spotted, sprayed, and Jimco takes the man advantage back for Quantum Bellator Fire. Backstab also in effect by Button. Relaxer's looking for this AWP shot, but he can't find it. Back behind the oil trainers. Meanwhile, Button's now in position, and they're not expecting this except for Balvina, who does get picked apart. 2 versus 2 now. Flashbang over, completely blind Kvik, but Button doesn't take advantage. Jumper will look around this bomb train, getting tagged up. The nade will finish the job. And Button will look for his trade frag, but it's the 1 versus 1 as he goes down to Kvik. Relaxer's got to go quick. He's running out of time. The fuse kit in his hand, but close range against this AK. The spray comes through. It stalls for as much time as Kvik needs. The C's head will be out. Relaxer's got no choice. He's going to go for the knife, and he's going to win it out in whole. Quantum Bellator Fire break the stalemate. They take the lead back away from the CT side. 4-3 on the scoreline. What a round. What a retake in particular. Got nothing much more to say other than that. Red Reserve now forced down to very little on their CT economy. USPs, CZs. P250 on 1, but that is it. Make their way quickly into the B-bomb site once again. Quantum Bellator Fire, meanwhile, are on the outskirts. Playing in the default once again. Ivy, T-Con, Apartments. That's what they've got. That's all they've got at the moment. That's fine. Doesn't mean that they're going to push in aggressively and just throw frags away to a Red Reserve CT side. They have stacked B, so this default, as soon as they find out there's no one towards A, it's going to be a bit of an awkward time for Red Reserve to make a retake work. Again, no defuse kit, no armor, no utility, just these upgrades on DJL and Pleasant. And that is it. Nothing much more than that. Waterfalls, Jumquat take themselves 2 frags. DJL gets a trade back on Waterfalls at least. They're actually going to go running straight into this stack regardless. They'll pick it apart due to the sheer firepower that the T side has above Red Reserve. And there it is. Only 1 man to fall for Quantum Bellator Fire as they take 5-3 in favour of the T side. Of course, Red Reserve going in with another bomb. Another chance to defuse a bomb. M4's out for 4s. Listen, a UMP in play. Where's he going to play towards? It looks like he's going to be playing in connector alongside DJL. Initially go towards the bomb site, and actually this is quite a decent counter to Quantum Bellator Fire's aggressive default, which is what they're bringing out in this round right now. Boomlich straight out towards Green Hell. Flashbang and making his way into Relaxer's position, but Relaxer and DJL deal with it very, very quickly. There's no need for the UMP, but Plessin will still set up a backstab, make it work on the Waterfalls, turn things to a 3-man advantage for Red Reserve, make it 4 as Jumco falls. Balvina, last man remaining, trying to find a frag before he falls, and Relaxer will take the final man. No man will fall for Red Reserve. 4-5 on the scoreline. As the T side have control. That control is still contested and challenged and may fall to the hands of the Swedes any moment now. Two AKs, 3 M4s. Oh, I don't think it was recovered by Red Reserve. I don't think it matters. The rifles up against QB.F, who have themselves a force buy. 3 AKs, a Scout, and a CZ. Kevlar helmets, of course, coming out. A little bit of utility, but not much. Things do not look peachy here for the terrorist side, but still early days. It's still a relatively even match so far. Qb.Fire. Out to Ivy, out to Brown Halls, out to the apartments as well. No T-Con control, which is fantastic for Red Reserves, since they don't have to worry about any pushes coming in. Again, that aggressive default. They have Boomrich just push up towards Green Train. Go through hell. "45 seconds do remain, though the execution does need to come in from QBF. 2 flashbangs and Chumqua. A very nice shot to pick up DJL. Relaxable fall as well to kick. It's a 5-on-3 immediately once again. QBF maintain control, and Plesson is now just creeping up a backstab. Jumqua's ready for this, and Plesson's not ready at all. Shots come through. Button will be able to pick up kick, however. Turn a 3-man advantage to a 2-man advantage. And Freddy Frog actually may be able to get the jump on Waterfalls. He's not expecting one man to be back here towards Ivy. Now QBF have to fend off a retake. There is a defuse kit in play from Button. And they're only a man up. This could all change considering that one man has a CZ, and Button's going to pick up Bolvina. Jumqua will take out Freddy Frog, get around the backhand side. Button's got to defend from 2 angles. And unfortunately, he will just get sandwiched by the Russian squad. Quantum Bellator, 6-4. Still in the lead above Red Reserve, a lead that they've had for a little bit of time now. So we go straight into the A bomb site. So it needs the A default almost. Kicks the man to make his way aggressive through Olaf, but not going to go so far as Green Train in Hell. Smoked off, covered off by that one angle. Actually trying to peek out through DJL. One of the smokes do clearing. He captures a tag, but not a frag. Jumper and Boomlich find the first 2, but kick's still here, and the CTs only don't realize it that much. He's ready and waiting, trying to focus fire on Button or Plesson. Good fight from Plesson right here. Next to Spray. Down he goes to Hell. 2 versus 5. Button and Freddy at the last 2 left alive here. Could get 1 frag. Nah, never mind. I take that back. PT50 is all that's left in play. The bomber's gone down. It's a 1 versus 5 for a lone eco player. No armor, no utility, just this PT50. Could find a good angle and a frag against Waterfalls. Apparently not. The headshot just rains through from the T side. QBF take their weight and make their mark at 7-4 at the moment in time. Red Reserve have not been performing fantastically, but that being said, Qb.Fire aren't looking too hot of their own accord. Jumqua is the only man to break double digits so far. 14 frags compared to Kick's 9. And Red Reserve, after keeping 5 players alive a few rounds ago, only with 2 rounds of loss bonus, have enough in the bank accounts to justify buying into this full buy. The AWP, the 4 M4s. And Relaxer is ready to pick some heads as they cross through T-Con. Ooh, actually, he just gets into the blind spot of Kick. Kick may be able to make his way out towards Olaf as a result. The flashbangs come through as meanwhile towards Ivy. Waterfalls have picked up 1, and Jumqua gets Freddy Frog. Quick trades come back from the AWP. DJL's ready for anyone to pop down through Pop Dog. And she's going to get peeked up as a result. This is going to shut down. Not expecting Bobina. 2 versus 4. Once again, Qb.Fire in the lead. And Plesson and Relaxer are held back towards A1. Very little they can do from this position. As you can see, they're going to set up for the after plant position. And definitely not a retake, just trying to stay alive. For the save, bring the M4, the AWP back into the next round. Into round number 13. This will be an 8th on the board for Qb.Fire. They will win the half for Red Reserve now. It's just a case of how much more they can get out of the CT side. They can turn it 8-7. Might be a chance, maybe. This is a CT-sided map, and both teams, I think, have a CT-side bias, but this ain't looking good for Relaxer, who's going to get peeked on. Jimco's going to look for this frag and will spray him down. They lose their AWP, they lose their M4, and Red Reserve will save nothing for this round. Once again, an 8th on the board for QB.Fire. And if you are Red Reserve, you aren't going to be looking at this half with smiles, that's for certain. Down to one more eco here. 2 CZs, Kevlar and Freddy. 3 USPs outside of that for Red Reserve. Kick picks up DJL to kick things off. Boomblitz gets pressed down as well. Button, Relaxer, and Freddy, what can they do from here is the true question of the moment. And the answer is pretty much not much. Maybe Freddy actually has this CZ at a pretty decent choke position, actually. Could take down QB.Fire as they come straight out of ramp. And actually, yeah, he will get 2 frags. Relaxer also suppressing from Connector. They've dropped the bomb. He's spotted Waterfalls. He's going to go peeking up. Spot stalled 3, however. And unfortunately, that does lead to the demise of the CT side. They do get 3 frags at least, so... Again, expense being brought to the hands of QBF. So they have to reinvest in several players, but they have the money for it. Red Reserve also up for an investment. I think that they are on, what's it, max loss bonus? No, not quite. 4 rounds of loss bonus. I was close, but unfortunately not close enough here. Wait, hold on. Have they got a 3rd AWP? Is this a misbuy? No, they're legit. They're legit got a 3rd AWP. Okay. This may work, but it's very risky. Like a triple AWP setup on any map, to be honest. At the very least, with something like this, you've got, you know, IV, A site, B site. The first frag will go to the favour of the T side. As Waterfalls challenges Button, takes him right back out. The triple AWP goes falling to a double AWP setup. Remember, Reserve are down by a man here. A minute still left to go on the clock. Relaxer is watching Ivy. But will Waterfalls expect him, or will he peek straight into this AWPer? Tightest of angles being held by Relaxer. As utility gets pouring on through towards the B bomb, so there's a small angle right here towards the pop log position. Pleasant is holding right back here towards the back wall. Relaxer still focusing fire with the AWP. DJL's going to try lock out the crossfire, but Boomlich has made his way all the way around to A2. Pleasant will eventually fall. Relaxer, last orb left in play. He's got to do something back here towards the electric box, suppressed on every single side, and Kick will make his way around to shut him down. It's all up to Freddy Frog now. Back towards CT spawn. I don't think he's going to win this. 1 versus 4. And he doesn't seem to have any intention of trying to win it. He just wants to save his weapon. Was to save his armor and helmet. Understandable that that is the case here. Off 1 frag at least of the hunting T-side players, but that's it. Freddy Frog just staying alive, 13 HP. Actually may end up falling to Boomblitz, and well, no, he'll pick off Boomblitz's same. So 2 frags for him, again making the round kind of expensive for QBF. They can't keep going on like this, expending so many players round after round. 10-4 at the moment. Round number 15, the final round of the half coming into fruition right here. CTs have a full buy back into 3 SMGs, 3 UMPs, and 2 M4s in particular for Red Reserve. Not like the best buy in the world, that's for certain. Which is ready for 2 players to peek out as well. This is not looking good for DJ Button. Surely they must use a flashbang. They have them. Oh, they'll double peek blind, and they'll fall to Boom Blitz. It's so easy. QB.Fire have assessed their dominance throughout the map here on train. And it looks like for Red Reserve, there may be little chance for coming back against this. This CT side needed to go well. But unfortunately, they've got 4. QB.Fire have 10. Blessing will be able to turn it back to a 3 versus 3, however, taking Boom Blitz out of the action. He has 1 frag, but 55 seconds left for Red Reserve to defend against QB.Fire. Teams make their way into the brown halls, it seems. It looks like it's going to be a B here, although that could just change. They could all just drop in towards Pop Dog. They have taken, I think, the Pop Dog defender out. I think it was Button that likes to hold out towards that position. But look at Relaxer getting himself aggressive in towards brown halls. He's now going to hear the footsteps of the remaining T-side players, and backup will be here alongside him in Freddy Frog. Blessing's also going to set up the backstab, ensure the rotation can't come through, but he hasn't accounted for Pop Dog. Going to hear these footsteps coming on through the ball top. Will push him back. He may look for this AK. Be better to look for this AK right here, because QB.Fire have found access to the A bomb site. Finally, AK-47 picked up. Waterfall's close, but he spots out Jumquat, takes down Waterfalls, and now it's all Balvina. Last man left, and a 3K, a 4K coming through for Pleasant, as he just about holds on to the 5th round for Red Reserve as they close out the half. 10-5 down. Favor, of course, to QB.Fire instead. So Red Reserve, well, again, I'll stress this. Both of these sides like their CT side. An overwhelming majority of their rounds are CT rounds, so whoop. Okay. I thought that was my PC. Apparently, that was actually the clean feed observer. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. That actually had me scared for a second. Okay. Oh, wow. That's good. That's good. I saw my mouse move. I thought someone actually hacked my PC. I was like, what are you doing? Anyway, back into the serious action of the pistol round. It's Boom Blitz with a CZ Kevlar set up straight in to the Pop Dog position, picking off Pleasant as the first man to fall. DJL with a bomb, utility, PT50 also to play with. It would be nice to pass it off to one of the armored players to go raid boss to this one, but Freddy Frog has already got a raid boss. Two players are stacking up Pop Dog. Actually, for Red Reserve, this could be disaster. Look where they're looking ahead. 3 players setting up the utility sets. And DJL might be the first man in. And Boom Blitz is ready for this. Waterfalls is trying to come off the T-Con push, and Boom Blitz will shut them all down. 3 kills for him. Head after head. And Freddy Frog is the last man left. PT50 will pick Boom Blitz back to a trade, but he's already got his 4K. And the rest of the CT just need to make sure he can't get his hands on the bomb. He'll try and make his way in from the back of Blue Train, but it should be an easy affair for QB.Fire. Freddy picks off one more. 1v3 now. Yeah, eventually Balbina will train him back, bring 11 to the favor of QB.Fire. As they have a very heavy lead above Red Reserve at this moment in time. All spy out from Red Reserve in this round. Obviously, they haven't been able to secure a bomb plant, so They've got Deagles, they've got Kevlar, they've got a helmet on Freddy Frog, and they've got a HE and a flashbang between several different players. Damage raining on through to Freddy and Relaxer isn't looking great for the T side as it stands. DJL gets the first frag, however. Taking a man advantage back for Red Reserve. Jimquit is alone on this B-bomb site, but backup is on its way. One man rotating in through connector, one man also covering off Pop Dog. So when they do push in, the backstab will be there for the retake of the B-bomb site. 55 seconds will be left to Red Reserve doing to think about committing, and the bomb is still yet to push in. Actually, is the bomb out towards T-Con? No, actually it's in apartments, but it's making its way around to T-Con. So it looks like Relaxer and Red Reserve are going to go for an A-site split after initially finding the first frag towards the B-bomb site. They expect a rotation to be in effect, and it is. They don't know there's two other CTs that are holding down A. So when this push comes through, DJL better be able to hold the rotations or otherwise make a fantastic split in from Pop Dog. Here they come. Boomlich is ready. Olvina also ready. 2 SMGs, but at long range, this could end up being dire disaster. Button taken down. Relaxer will get taken down as well. Plesson will get a trade, and Freddy Frog gets another trade right back. And actually, yeah, they're able to lock out the kills as appropriate, but Boomlich is still here towards Pop Dog. Plesson will deal with him as DJL only able to catch off a counter rotator from the CT side. It will be a stolen round from Red Reserve for the most part, however. 6-11. Kick also calling nice shot to whoever shot him down. Eleven to 6. Smokes out for the T side. Counter HEs from Boomlich and Co. Boomlich going to make his way once again back towards Pop Dog. You saw what he did on the pistol round with this gun. CZ at this range is deadly from this man. And looks like Red Reserve are actually trying to gain control of Pop Dog as well. They are pushed up in HE. Molotov trying to push him away. Does tank a little bit of damage. But that's all he's tanked so far. 68 still left as the first amount of HP damage goes to the favour of the T side. Kick's going to get a little bit of information on players making their way in from the Brown Halls. Good flashbang over. Boomlich actually going to get pushed out, but Plesson's on 2 HP. He's forced to reload to try to take a fight against DJL, but well out in the open. DJL's going to win that fight every day. Waterfalls now as a scout to try and make it work. I think he did spotting towards the top train. Blue train spotted. 2 faces for a tag. Freddy Frog takes Jimco, meanwhile, out towards the B-bomb site, leaving Kick as the last man holding down defensive. He still could line this up on Plesson and Co. Spots Freddy, takes his head, spots Plesson, can't connect the shots together. But the CTs have found themselves a couple extra picks to a 3 versus 2, and the UMP and a scout, this isn't looking as undoable as it was. Maybe more so with Waterfalls down to 16 HP and Molotovs to force them back here. Doesn't quite do the same amount of impact as they were hoping. 2v3. Time's a ticking, no defuse got either for QBF, and they realise that there's probably one is a loss. So Red Reserve going to bring themselves up to 7 up against QB.Fire. This is how they wanted this to go. This is how they wanted to start things. Right now they're just holding on to whatever they can for this one. Four Rakers will come through. A Mac 10 for DJL. Figure out what my observer's trying to tell me, but I honestly cannot. Of course, this is the clean feed from the Russian stream, so they might be more pertinent to the information that those casters are discussing. Regardless, the first frag has gone to the favour of Relaxer. Freddy Frog trying to take down Waterfalls, and he will be able to do so successfully. Waterfalls is forward to scout. The UMP still close. Bobina lines up to before Pleasant takes him down, but Jimco quick in the trade for DJL. 2 versus 2, and Qu.Fire have actually turned this bit of quasi-eco buy to a very decent round overall. The USP kick doesn't spot. Backs off, back behind Green Train once again, ready and waiting for Relaxer and Co. Relaxer's got an AK, and this kind of a range is great, but he's going to get sandwiched in from the other side. Pleasant with the flank, Jumco with a MAC-10. Use it against Pleasant, mate, come on. Simple spray, high rate of fire. He spots him, takes it off his shoulders, and gets an AK for his trouble. 2K and a 1 versus 1 now. Suddenly this is looking good for Jimco, but he's making so much noise. And Relaxer knows it. He's going to get the bomb plant 4 open. And Jimco doesn't really know where he's playing from. He's only going to hear that first AK. Just have to peek up. Oh, perfectly spotted and perfectly taken down. That's a round stolen by Qu.Fire. 12 rounds will be on the board for the CT side. As Red Reserve are unable to steal their own conversions from the CTs. He just got the one. QBF are back on a 5-round advantage above the Swedes. Ops coming out for both squads. One's for Relaxer. The Waterfalls has his for the CT side. Jomko's looking to pick up an AK-47 as dropped. 3 M4s outside of that for Qu.Fire. Meanwhile, Red Reserve have the AWP for Relaxer, the 3 AKs. And a UMP for Button. So the buy is slightly better for QBF, but not by a major amount. This UMP is still a very capable weapon. Let's see if they are able to make it happen today. It's just so far the early positioning being taken. The smoke's going down. Jimco trying to jump away. He's making a lot of noise. I think they're hearing this and they're putting the damage in as a result. 20 HP on Jimco. As he is not the first casualty just yet, but he's damn well close to it. Oh, blind shot. Relaxer, no way. Oh, couldn't quite find it. We'll still hold down this AWP positioning. Will he peek and will he find one of these 2 players is really the question. The HE rings true. Doesn't take that much damage for it. It's out towards the corner that he is not in. A minute will remain on the clock here. Taps come through. The T's trying to open up a pathway into the B-bomb site. And Jimco's tempting himself. He's tempting fate to try and peek up on Relaxer, but when he peeks this far corner, he's going to get shut down by the AWP. And indeed, that's exactly what happens. He gets shut down. Waterfall's also watching in from ticket booth, ready and waiting for Tees to push in from T-Con. The first frag has gone to the favour of Red Reserve, but Kick is still here. Seeing smokes and flashbangs, forced to push back away. DJL picks up Boombridge, but they haven't spotted Kick, and actually you could be able to shut them down right here. Takes some damage. Waterfalls trades out DJL, but the bomb is allowed to get planted. Kick is eventually dealt with by Pleasant. The 2-man advantage now for Red Reserve as they try to suppress the CT side, but Bobina is still going to pick off Pleasant. Alongside Waterfalls is all they're going to try and look for a decent shot. They now know where Relaxer is by baiting in that shot from the other side. And QBF start to peek up close. Button right here. Double peek comes in from Freddy and Button, and they only leave it up to the AWP of Waterfalls. He's taking a tag on the UMP player, but no kills for him. He'll back off. He'll save his AWP as Red Reserve have once again reset QBF to 8 on their T-side board. Ooh. Flashbang trying to keep Freddy at bay, but it's just not going to happen. He wants that kill, and he'll find that kill. 8 rounds on the board for the Swedish team, and Qu.Fire are going to go for a buy. Okay. Jumco's got the AWP. It's fully glass cannon. He's also got a defuse kit as well. A very CIS-based buy. 1 rifle you have on your entry. You upgrade force bought pistols and armor around it, or sometimes eco pistols around it, but usually that's an AK, an automatic weapon of some kind. Maybe they're pulling this off to try and catch Red Reserve off guard. It's straight in for the T side though, and Relaxer and Barton will pick off 2 to kick things off, one of which was that AWP. Jumquist down. Barton does get traded back by Boomlich at least. That's 1 frag, but 2-for-1 trade, 4 versus 3. And the 4 are the AK-47s. 1 has been picked up by Boomlich, but it's not enough to challenge up against what Red Reserve have available to them here. They are going to go for a B hit. There is no one. And they realise this off the basis of the rotations and what they have been able to put together. But look at Bobina. He's in a very good position. He's going to take a shot. Too early. Relaxer and DJL actually not going to concentrate on it, and they'll pick up DJL for it. Look for Relaxer and his head. The AWP shot at close range is just baiting in the shots, and setting up his teammates to push up aggressive from the other side of the site. 3 versus 3, and Boomlich's going to pick off Plesser for one more frag. He's up close and personal, up against the likes of Freddy Frog, and Boomlich's going to deal with him. Balbina gets Relaxer, and the backstab was so perfect from the CT player. Patience was the name of the game. As he keeps them all held back towards the bomb site, allows his teammates to creep up, keep 2 players watching this other side. They pick them off as appropriate. And 3 players from QBF save 2 AWPs and an AK as well for the CT side. The rest will invest the M4 and the MP9. And Red Reserve are going to also force the buy back once again. They want to initiate this war of attrition. They kind of have no choice right here. If they allow Quantum.Fire to keep this one going, then they're going to be down on a match point. And they would do well to steal this map away. They were looking like they were on track to do so earlier on in the half, but that has all fallen to pieces by the hands of Quantum.Fire. Relaxer, Glass Cannon AWP, tagged up to 11 HP. Okay, Freddy Frog also tagged up a little bit, but not by the serious amount that Relaxer is damaged by, so. Red Reserve will try and set up their default. They need to make a bomb site push work, and they have a bit of utility to do so. 2 smokes on Button and Freddy. 2 flashbangs for those 2 players as well, and Button has himself a Molotov to be using, so it's plausible, it's possible. 50 seconds remaining. CTs have a decent line, but here they come, Red Reserve. Do lose their first man. Waterfalls picks up Pleasant. AWP locking on towards this Ivy position. But Relaxer's trying to get a trade. He gets the wallbanger. Good positioning and good prediction on where the CT player is, and indeed he turns it back to a 4 versus 4. Drumcross alone on the B bomb site, turning his way for a 180, but gets outflanked by Batten in the end. 3 versus 3, and Red Reserve do have control of the B bomb site. Freddy Frog going to drop down to support his team players, and the grenade from Kick doesn't do as much damage as he really would have wanted to. Boomlich still on the backstab though. Once again, perfect from QBF. He picks up Button. Freddy Frog trades him right back out. Turns on towards Balbina, but he can't do it. Relaxes on his own flank, but it doesn't matter because Balbina is ready for it all. Quantum.Fire will make their way up to 14 rounds. Red Reserve were relying on a round like that to go their way. And now they are in dire straits. Go. It's first in for Jim Quat. He takes down DJL. Another force buy from Red Reserve. They're trying to make this work, but the AWP shots, the grenades, the rifles, they are landing in troves right here. Plessed on 22 from a leg shot from the AWP on the B-bomb site. And Red Reserve are in desperate need of an opening here. Looks like Plessum make his way down into Pop Dog, but he may get dealt with just as quickly. Malbina, meanwhile, back towards Ivy, takes Relaxer. Plessum gets dealt with towards Pop Dog as I expected, and now it's a 4 versus 2 favor to the CT side. As Molotov pushes them away, 55 seconds will remain. The Rebels have to try and make a push in, but they're just running out of time. Quantum.Fire will strive and thrive on this. 40 seconds on the clock. And actually, they may be looking like they're sitting in safe positions. Back towards T-Card and back towards T-Spawn. Yeah, actually, it does look like... Okay, no, eventually they will actually make their way out of T-Con. Button trying to open up the A-bomb site, try and get a bomb plant at least, but they both run up for Boomlich. And that's going to be map point for Quantum Bellator Fire. Of course, Red Reserve have their map pick yet to come. Cobblestone is up next after this map, so hopefully Red Reserve have another chance later on. But for now, it looks like this might be lights out here for the Swedish T side. Let's see what they can do. They make their way into the apartments, into Brown Halls. Kick is coming up, backhand side, ready and waiting. So here comes the execution from Red Reserve. Jimqua ready to line them up. He only gets one before Pleasant trades him right back out with a backstab, and Boomlich are all holding this one down together. They are trying to keep them back away. Man advantage for Quantum Bellator 5, but Pleasant's made his way all up and close and personal, but Relaxer and Button, and they all fall just as quickly. Unfortunately, Red Reserve unable to do a whole lot in that case, and GG is called. The first map goes to the favor of the Russian squad, as Red Reserve just fall to pieces here on train. It wasn't their map pick, but most definitely it was not a very good performance from them. 16-8. And again, their map pick is still coming up. They haven't had the best results on train, so I guess we can't be too surprised. But Cobblestone is a very different story. So tune in after the break. We will have QB.F versus Red Reserve on map 2 of our series. And if QB.F win that match, then they will be going through to the semi-finals to face off against 4. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a short few minutes with our